And I have yet to eat dinner. I am starving. I should probably run downstairs, bring my food upstairs, and eat while I cast, because I am hungry. But enough about me. We are here talking about H2O Reborn, also known as RiceCake, taking on Easy ScreaM. Game 3 of Match 2 on Lost Temple. Spawning in cross positions. We have RiceCake spawning in the 2 o'clock position, and we have ScreaM spawning in the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock position. Gonna change the setting real quick. Menu 8, 9, 10 options, sound, play in background.
So I'm interested to see if when they scout that they aren't close air positions, and if they can see that they're cross positions, if they'll go early hatch builds, and RiceCake is sending his drone at 10 again.
Yeah. In ZVZ, a lot of times you do want to try and get that early scout, especially in when you could be possibly cross positions. You know, you don't really know if the other player is going to be doing an early pool, like a 7 or an 8 pool. So you want to be able to prepare for that right away. But he will see that he's not cross positions right now. So, I'm sorry, he will see that he's not close positions right now. So, I think we may be seeing at least one fast expansion. Whether or not both of them do it, I'm not sure. But it does look like RiceCake is at 15 right now. And ScreaM does opt for a 14 gas. And RiceCake does opt for a 15 pool. No gas. So, it'll be interesting to see if he takes his pool and expands with it, or if he just does pretty much the same build as he did last time with the roaches.
Oh, and evolution chamber in front of the extractor. That is a trick from Warcraft 2.
I did not know it was from Warcraft 2. I just know I saw it on, I think, HD Starcraft, one of his broadcasts.
Yep, it's the actual term is called gang, so that's not by any means rude or vulgar. It's called I can't remember the exact reason, but it's gang the gas basically.
Okay.
And they would do it. Orcs and humans would do it, or rather, they'd throw it on like a lumber mill or something like that, right in front of the path between the gold and/or lumber to reduce production.
And it does. He does stop it. He does cancel it, and he looks like he's going to try and put it down again. But it seems like these eggs keep getting in the way. But right now, it doesn't really look like ScreaM is trying to mine any gas. He does have that expansion down. Roach Warren is down for RiceCake as well. A couple of Zerglings coming out. Spawning pool just about finishing for ScreaM, 3/4 of the way. And another evolution chamber down where? Oh, in his base, okay. That one is in his own base. So that will be a offensive evolution chamber. So we'll probably see a quick +1 push from RiceCake.
And there are a ton of Zerglings on the way from ScreaM. It's looking like he's not even going to utilize his expansion. But he's going to utilize it only for production. Yep.
He does just start his speed now. He may be just preparing because he might feel like there's something fishy coming on. Because he does see Zerglings and he does see that there's no expansion. So he may just try and be setting up those earlies for defense. A blind spine crawler as well. So, like I said here, we do see the +1 attack coming down for +1 range attack for RiceCake. So we'll probably see a +1 timing push from the roaches. And you'll probably see him put down a expansion as soon as those roaches start moving out. We do have 3 Zerglings moving across to probably take the towers. And we are supply blocked for ScreaM.
Supply blocked.
Yeah.
And it looks like RiceCake is going for that Baneling Roach play to counter the Speedling expand. Or I guess this wasn't even a Speedling expand, just expand in late speed.
the Baneling Roach is very good because you know, the Zerglings will try and get the surround on the roaches, and with the Banelings there, it kind of definitely minimizes those Zergling counts. We do have a Roach Warren for ScreaM as well as his Evolution Chamber. He is researching +1 attacks, but it's way behind RiceCake's. So if RiceCake pushes as soon as that +1 attacks, which it looks like he will be doing, a +1 attack timing push, he will get there just as the attack finishes, and ScreaM will be forced to defend with 1 Spinecrawler, 3 roaches, 4 roaches, and a bunch of Zerglings, and actually another Spinecrawler as well. So he's going to want to try and micro that Baneling to attack those Zerglings, which he does very well. Takes out almost every single one of those Zerglings. Roaches are doing some nice damage to those Spinecrawlers, trying to micro away. And if he catches Queen off creep, he will be in good position. But it does look like he's able to retreat. And Kazkaz, you need to stop lagging. You're making people think it's my stream.
Sorry. I've been trying to talk, but I don't think some of it's getting through because some of them it is questions to you.
Oh, okay. What were your questions?
Oh, I just Zerg stuff.
You could ask again.
Don't remember. That's
Okay.
cool though. They're working on the building here, so I don't think you can hear any of the noises. It's not like they're pounding or anything, so I'm assuming it's interfering with my internet. So I apologize to all the viewers.
Yes, you should apologize. Okay, so it does look like we have a count here of 15 roaches and 2 banelings versus 9 roaches and 14 zerglings. Does look like he's just trying to chase away that one misrallied roach. He's going to want to try and stop that overlord too before it gets too far. Another spinecrawler going down for ScreaM to replace the one that he took out. And just a couple of zerglings, which will probably be morphing into banelings when they get down there. And like I had said, expansion was behind the push. Just about halfway done now. So ScreaM does have an overlord well placed here. Does see pretty much all of RiceCake's army. +1 armor is going for RiceCake, which he will probably try and time his next push for when that finishes as well. No other upgrades coming down for ScreaM. 8 more roaches on the way and another spinecrawler. So that will be a total of 3 spinecrawlers at the ramp for ScreaM. Spinecrawlers are pretty good, very good against roaches. They do that extra 5 damage towards armored units. So it does provide a nice little blanket of damage. And it also, they also have 300 health with 2 armor, so they are able to soak up a nice amount of damage. But here we do see the +1 armor does finish for RiceCake, with another 2 roaches on the way and speed as well. But he's also droning up. Let's look at the harvester count. We do see RiceCake is actually ahead by 4 drones, over 27 over 23. With no lair in production. Oh, sorry, the lair is done, but the lair is in production for stealth. I'm sorry, ScreaM.
And RiceCake is actually pushing in right now, but there's a very, very good concave in ScreaM's favor right here.
Yeah,
I don't think it'd be wise for him to do anything like that.
Yeah, with those roaches on the high ground, as well as the spine crawlers set up across the ramp like that, it definitely provides a nice little concave for ScreaM. So I feel like right now RiceCake is kind of just going to want to make his presence known, that he is outside of his base, so that ScreaM can't really push out. Right now, I feel RiceCake does have the advantage. He does have a unit advantage as well as the upgrade advantage. So if ScreaM were to push out, he wouldn't be able to do much here. So it's good that RiceCake is going to try and pick off these roaches on the high ground, but he's not going to be able to do too much. And takes out a couple of roaches there as well. One more roach going down. I don't think he lost any roaches there, which is great.
He got away with one at like 20 HP, something like that.
Yep, 31 right now. Look at the units lost tab. It is in favor of RiceCake, 600 to 825, with a higher amount of units lost for ScreaM, but also keep in mind he was producing Zerglings. ScreaM's speed just finished, as well as RiceCake's. So it looks like ScreaM is going to try and go around here, but a nice concave from RiceCake. And those banelings are actually being wasted into the roaches. He's going to want to try and micro those into the Zerglings there. But it does look like the number of roaches that RiceCake has is well over the amount that ScreaM has. And like I said, with the upgrade advantage, he does have that +1 armor. And ScreaM is probably just trying to delay some time, running RiceCake away from his base. But RiceCake is going to try and push in. But with those spine crawlers, he's just too strong against those roaches. And he is going to retreat. No burrow on the way for RiceCake, but there is burrow on the way for ScreaM. ScreaM does catch this third expansion from RiceCake. RiceCake
Definitely
has a ton of roaches just coming back, rallying to the watchtower outside of ScreaM's base.
Yeah, the units tab, it's 26 roaches versus 11 roaches, and then there's the banelings, or I guess the banelings are in his base, but there are 18 zerglings, so favoring RiceCake heavily.
Yeah, we do also look at 38 drones for RiceCake and 28 drones for ScreaM. So right now, that is in favor of RiceCake, and taking the third expansion as well provides for more larva, faster unit production. It does look like ScreaM is going to try and push out here. Those Zerglings are going to try and get this around on those roaches. There's a nice job there to buffer some of the attacks to the Zerglings instead of to the roaches. No burrow micro from ScreaM there. Would be nice to see, to be able to save some of those roaches, but doesn't look like it. And there is the GG.
There's GG, yep.
And H2O does take one win from EZO. Or EZ0 rather.